It sucks to be Mickey Mouse. Okay, he has lots of friends, a charming girlfriend. Everyone waves when he walks by. But life? Life is sometimes really hard for Mickey. Here are just a few reasons why. Let's start with the fact that Mickey only has 4 fingers. Yeah, 4, not 5. Honestly, I don't think it's very practical. Try playing the piano like that, or tying shoelaces, or holding chopsticks. It'd probably be a struggle. So why just 4? Well, according to Walt Disney himself, giving Mickey 5 fingers would have made his hands look, and I quote, like a bunch of bananas. So that's why Mickey's been living his whole life slightly under-equipped. On top of that, Mickey sometimes really struggles financially. In the film Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas, he can't even afford a simple chain for Minnie's watch, a Christmas gift he desperately wants to give. So he works extra hard at his job at Crazy Pete's Tree Lot with Pluto. But when he tries to do the right thing, stopping Pete from scamming a struggling family, he gets punished for it. Pete steals his tip money and fires him. Another example is in the cartoon Mickey's Good Deed. It's Christmas Eve. Mickey is homeless, out on the street with Pluto, playing Christmas carols on a stand-up bass, hoping someone, anyone, will drop a few coins into his cup. But instead of change, he gets bolts. Still, despite having nothing himself, he gives. He sells Pluto, his dog and best friend, to a wealthy family just to buy food and gifts for poor children. And if that wasn't enough, sometimes Mickey just has really bad luck. Take Mickey's Good Deed again. Not only is he homeless and playing music on the street for spare change, but his only possession, his stand-up bass, gets destroyed by a passing sleigh, just like that. And, of course, he doesn't receive any apology. There's also Mickey's orphans. Mickey and Minnie open their home to a group of orphaned kittens. Adorable. Except, the kittens go full gremlin mode. They tear the place apart. Total chaos. Tree destroyed. House ruined. All Mickey wanted was to do something nice, and look what he gets in return. And there's Bad Ear Day, episode 9 of the Mickey Mouse series. Mickey loses his ears. Yes, his actual ears. And without them, he can't hear. So he runs through the city, panicked and deaf, searching for the missing pieces of himself that just vanished. Seriously, who would want to deal with all that? But honestly, all of that is still nothing compared to what he goes through in episode 76 of Mickey Mouse, called Dumb Luck. It starts with a mirror. Goofy and Pluto are running around the house having their usual fun, when bam, they break Mickey's mirror. Goofy tells him he's cursed now, because breaking a mirror means 7 years of bad luck. Mickey doesn't buy it. Then it begins. He slips on a banana peel and gets run over by a lawnmower. After that, he slips on a banana peel again and gets run over by a car. Then lightning strikes him while he's trying to buy a movie ticket. He goes to eat a grapefruit with a spoon, and the juice squirts into his eye. He tries to relax by going fishing, and gets eaten by an orca. Yes, eaten. And if you think it stops there, it doesn't. He gets a parking ticket from a cop, then a safe falls from the sky and flattens him. Minnie breaks up with him, his house gets foreclosed, and just when you think the universe might cut him a break, boom, lightning strikes again. And so, Mickey becomes a mess, physically, emotionally, completely destroyed. And honestly, who wouldn't be? Sure, he eventually finds a lucky charm that turns things around. The curse lifts. Good things start happening again. But it doesn't erase what happened. It doesn't undo the fact that he was struck by lightning twice, or eaten alive. That single episode would cost anyone years of therapy, if not a lifetime, to recover from, for someone who went through as much as Mickey did. Actually, a lot of people would have died. I mean, what are the odds of surviving if you're flattened by a safe falling from the sky? But death? Death isn't for Mickey. Even though, the truth is, he's already thought about it. More than thought, actually. Back in 1930, in the Mickey Mouse comic strip, Mickey was heartbroken. Minnie had left him for someone else. Mickey thought he saw them kiss, and it broke something inside him. So he tried to end it all. He gave up. He tried several ways, one after another, but each attempt failed. Not because he had second thoughts, but because the universe just wouldn't let him go. And let's not forget all the enemies Mickey has. There's Pete, for example, Mickey's most recurring enemy. He loves to kidnap Minnie, and sometimes Mickey too. In the cartoon Shanghai, Pete captures them both and drags them onto his ship. In Mickey, Donald, Goofy, The Three Musketeers, Pete captures Mickey and chains him up in a dungeon in Mont Saint-Michel, a place that floods when the tide comes in. Mickey is also kidnapped by an ink monster in the video game Epic Mickey as he's pulled into a ruined world called Wasteland. He wakes up strapped to a table in a huge laboratory inside Dark Beauty Castle. The Mad Doctor stands over him, planning to steal his heart. Not metaphorically like Minnie, literally. Also, in the 1933 cartoon, The Mad Doctor, while Mickey is trying to rescue Pluto, who's been kidnapped by a mad scientist. He gets caught and strapped to a table, about to be cut open by a buzzsaw. Fortunately, in this case, we find out later it was just a dream, or more accurately, a nightmare. And when Mickey's not being tied up by villains, sometimes he's behind bars. Mickey's been to jail many times. In Mickey Mouse and the Raja's Treasure, he's framed. The real thief pins the crime on him, so he ends up in a cell. In The Great Orphanage Robbery, the police think he's guilty and plaster the town with wanted posters. Again, Mickey lands in jail at some point. There's also the cartoon The Chain Gang, where Mickey is already a prisoner, trying to escape. Why he's there this time? We're never told. But sometimes, it's not even villains or misunderstandings that get him in trouble. Sometimes, Mickey brings it on himself. In episode 47 of Mickey Mouse, called No, Mickey decides to learn how to say no. But when he refuses to obey a stop sign, refuses to pull over when asked by a policeman, and later refuses to tell the truth in court, he gets thrown in jail. So yeah, Mickey's life kind of sucks sometimes. The homelessness, the heartbreak, the bad luck, the kidnappings, the jail time. He's lost his job, his home, his love. He's even questioned if life was worth living. So even if we love Mickey Mouse, maybe it's better not being him.